In the same context, the credit rating agency Fitch said in a statement on Friday that the agreement, which was inked between Egypt and the United Arab Emirates to develop Ras Al Hikma project worth $35 billion will ease external liquidity pressures on Egypt and will also facilitate the possibility of adjusting the exchange rate. Fitch explained that adjusting the exchange rate would provide an incentive for the International Monetary Fund to agree to an enhanced support program for Egypt, and Fitch also expected inflation rates in Egypt to decline on an annual basis in the second half of the year 2024 due to the high comparison basis. And to shed more light on the whole issue, we are very much delighted to have with us via phone Dr. Ahmad Ellethy, Nasif, our economic advisor. Thank you very much for being with us, sir, and a very good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you, ma'am. Most welcome.
Thank you. And before going into the details, how do you read the numbers of this project and also the speed of or the plan with which it's implemented on the ground, $5 billion to $5 billion, and in the next only 60 days or 2 months, we are going also to have a bigger tranche, and this is going to continue the same way. How do you see the timing and the plan with which it's implemented?
Well, there is nothing to say more than it's just a brilliant deal. And in all honesty, we have to be very grateful for our brothers and sisters in the UAE because, to be fully honest, this is not a particularly typical business deal. It is a business deal indeed. Yes, it is done with a lot of love, if I may say, because a normal business deal, given the conditions of the Egyptian economy, the other side of the deal would have probably profited it, or I don't want to use the word abused, utilized the situation that we are in a little bit more. But our brothers and sisters in the UAE have been very compassionate and very understanding and have been also very generous. They will make money, yes, but they were, nobody pays that much money in such a short period of time, to put it very shortly.
It's a win-win situation, sir, by all means. It's a win-win situation by all means, and we are going to take only 35% of the profits of this investment, and we do have a lot of potentials and a lot of places which, inshallah, are going to witness more development projects in the very near future. Also, Fitch, for example, as one of the international economic agencies, said the project reduces pressure on the Egyptian economy. How do you see the very quick impact of the news, even on how Fitch, how the IMF even are reacting?
Two things here. The first one, Egypt, and it's not a secret to anybody, had a gap, a financial gap of about $25 billion over the next coming 2 and 3 years, or 3 years. That deal will simply fill this gap. So it will reduce the tremendous pressure that the Egyptian pound was under. That's number one. Number two, even before we receive $1 single arrives to the Egyptian central bank, we've seen the price of the foreign currency taking a free fall in the black market, which makes a lot of sense, especially if we understand that that large portion that fell down was the speculation portion of the black market rate. So the US dollar to the Egyptian had never had a value of 68 or 69 Egyptian pounds. That was just speculation because there was a huge shortage, and that huge shortage was abused in this case by the trading in the black market that resulted in such unrealistic price which reflected in its turn on all the prices just about everything in Egypt. And this is why the Egyptian consumer and citizen felt a huge burning hyperinflation, which probably we never experienced in the past, I don't know, and ever actually. So that is a certification of that the economy is much more solid than what we thought it would be. It's a very smart move, and that was the solution
and it's the start only. It's only a start. I mean, one final question, sir, regarding considering Ras Al Hikma project as only one of the projects which came as a fruitful result of the serious and intensive relentless efforts of the state to bring in more foreign investments to Egypt. If you agree with me on that.
I would definitely agree. It is the first, but I think it will stay the largest for a while. It is definitely, we all know, and this is a fact known to everybody in the world, that our brothers in the UAE are very shrewd businessmen. So when so many different countries and investment authorities all across see very shrewd businessmen that are running almost 200 ports all across the world. They really know business. They come and put that much money. That's a certification and attestation that Egypt is open for business, and that's a good place to invest in. I think we're going to see several deals of the same nature, but I'm not sure if it's going to be of the same magnitude because probably this is the biggest.
Well, Dr. Ahmad Ellethy Nasif, our economic expert, thank you very much for your input, sir, and have a very good afternoon. Right after the short break, we are going to return back with more, so stay tuned.